Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So the Bucks lost again. And whose fault is it? Is it Doc Rivers? Surely ain't Giannis. He scored almost 50. Is it Doc or is it Dame? I think it's a combination. More so, it's Damian Lillard's fault. He's undersized. So if he's not scoring, if he's not giving you 30, something on the offensive end, you're not going to win. And they're exploiting him the entire game. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, everybody is exploiting him because he's small, he's undersized. So all they got to do is get him in a pick and roll, get a switch, get Jason Tatum on him, or throughout the game, Jaylen Brown, and they're torturing this guy. Constant mismatches, and Dame can't guard anybody. We know he's not a good defender, and now you have somebody who's way taller than him, and he's trying to play defense. He's physically smaller, and that's the issue, man. That's the issue. Why the Bucks continues to lose. Because Damian Lillard, he's the issue. And of course, Doc Rivers, he's trying to make Dame happy. You don't want to not play him because that's going to really destroy the locker room. He's going to feel away, resentment. So you're forced to kind of play this guy, but the results will be the same. You're going to lose because he's too small, he's undersized. And Jrue Holiday had him on lock. Defensively, Jrue Holiday locked him up. Jaylen Brown locked him up. So everybody's locking this dude up and he's not scoring. So if he's not giving you offense, he can't play defense. What is his purpose on the court? He has no purpose. But of course, Doc Rivers, he's going to play him because he have to. He have no choice. So he have to play this guy knowing he's going to cost us the game. They were winning. They had control of the game. They had control of the game. But they had a horrible ending to the first half. The way they ended the second quarter was terrible. They were up by almost 20. And the Celtics came back because they exploited Dame. That's what happened. The Celtics coach, he basically exploited Dame. All they did was switches. Screens, mismatch. Screens, mismatch. And they kept on torching Dame over and over. And Doc Rivers refused to take him out of the game. And I get it. You don't want to pull him out, destroy his confidence and make him feel a way about you. That wouldn't be a good look. So Doc is in an odd space. And of course, everybody's going to blame him. They're now 2-8. 2-8. They can't beat anybody. And I have watched the game and I could tell you, this is not Doc Rivers' fault. Well, maybe, I guess somewhat because he's the coach, but this is Damian Lillard, man. He's undersized and the coach has to play him. You don't want to not play him. He is a superstar, so you got to play him. I just think Damian Lillard, he's no longer a second option. I'm being honest. He's not a second option anymore. He's a third option. He's no longer a second option. And this is why the Jrue Holiday trade was so bad. They traded Jrue Holiday, we're getting Damian Lillard. Everybody's excited. And this is what you get. They should have kept Jrue Holiday. He gives you 3 and defense. He's a 3-and-D guy. He plays offense, defense. He could score. He's a very great player to have on a team, any team. I'm going to be honest. The Bucks, they were better with Jrue Holiday. But Giannis decided, let's go for a superstar. Destroy the team, brought Dame in, and it's not working. And it won't work because he can't give you nothing beyond offense. Either he have a hot game, a hot night, he's on fire. And if he's not, he can't give you anything. So you are going to lose. Your team, you're going to lose. And if you saw the game, Jason Tatum, they were taking turns on Damian Lillard. Your turn, my turn. Your turn, my turn. Constant mismatches. That's all they was doing. Mismatches over and over. Exploiting the hell out of Dame because, like I said, he's undersized. And that was the coaching plan. That was the whole plan. We are going to set screens, get mismatches on Dame, and punish him. And that's what they did. Because he's undersized, he can't do nothing. He can't block the shots. He's smaller physically. So they could do whatever they want. Even the smallest guard on the Celtics, they're still bigger than Dame by 3-4 inches. Dame is the problem. I'm serious. Dame is the problem. I've just seen it. I've seen enough. Dame is the problem. And Doc Rivers, he got to play him, so he's in a bad situation. And the spacing was horrible. Really bad spacing. They didn't know what they want to do, what plays they want to run. Everybody seemed confused. Like nobody knows what play they want to run. Everybody looked lost. It was just a bad look, man. The team was doing great until Doc Rivers subbed Damian Lillard in the game. And I was saying it. The minute Doc Rivers subbed Dame in, it's over. The game is over. I knew it. And he subbed him in, and that's what happened. Game's over. They were doing fine. They had this young dude that was in the game. He was blocking shots, really high energy, aggressive, playing hard on defense. He was doing his thing. And I'm like, yes, this is the lineup. Don't change it, Doc. Don't change it. And lo and behold, here comes Damian Lillard, and game over. Game over. The minute they sub him in, it was over. It sucks, man. But I see the problem. It's Dame. He's the problem. I feel like they need to get off him. At the trade deadline, if you could make a move, should have kept Jrue Holiday, man. Should have kept Jrue Holiday because he gives you so much. Great defense. He's a big point guard. He has size. Plays hard, high energy. He could shoot the three. He could create plays for himself and others. So there's so much upside to Jrue Holiday, and they got rid of him. And as you can see in this game, he proved why they should have kept him. He outplayed Damian Lillard, locked him down, made a lot of big threes, a lot of big buckets, played hard defense. He did everything you needed him to do. And this is why they should have kept Jrue Holiday. But they wanted to go superstars. I get it, but it's not working, man. It's not working. And I don't feel like Doc Rivers, he's the problem. I just feel like, he have to play Dame, even if he don't want to. I'm sure everybody's seen what I'm seeing. It's obvious. I'm sure they are seeing what I'm seeing. But he's in an odd situation because he have to play Damian Lillard. He have no choice. He have to play this guy, even though he know it's not working. You can see it's not working, and they will continue to exploit this dude. Imagine in the playoff if it's the Bucks versus the Celtics. They're going to exploit him. Easy work. Doc bringing in Damian Lillard while the team was operating really nice, it disrupted the offensive and the defensive flow. It disrupted the whole team's chemistry. They had a good thing going, man. That young dude, he was in the game doing his thing. Dude was playing really good defense, blocking shots, playing hard, and they had a good chemistry, a good synergy going on. And Doc Rivers decided to bring Dame back in the game. I said it before Dame even came in. Before he even called the play, I knew it. I said, if Doc bring Dame back into this game, they're going to lose. They are going to lose because they're going to exploit him, number one. He don't play defense. If he's not on fire offensively and he had a bad night, the game is over. And to no surprise, the minute Dame came back in, the game was already over. It was already over because he came in, disrupt the entire situation. The minute he got back on the floor, here goes the Celtics. Okay, screens, picks, get the switches. Jalen Green on Dame, Jason Tatum on Dame, anyone who's bigger on Dame. And they're abusing him, and he can't do nothing about it. He's too small. Dame is a third option, man. He's no longer a second option. I just got to call it for what it is. He's no longer a second option. He had his run. It was great. He's 34, still a pretty solid player, but he's not a second option anymore. And if the Bucks think they're going to win a championship with Dame as your number two, you're sadly mistaken because he gives up too much defensively. He gives up too much in size and defense, and you got to compensate. So the breakdown is every time Dame is switched on to a bigger player, Tatum, Jaylen Brown, or whoever, now somebody got to come to help. And when you come to help, because you're trying to help Damian Lillard, now somebody's wide open for a three, a dunk, an easy shot, because everybody got to keep coming over to help Dame because they're getting switches. That was the game plan all night. Switches, punish him. Switches, punish him. The minute Dame is on the bench, the game turned around. Game turned around. They had control of the game. Giannis is beasting. That younger dude, he's in there playing great defense. That's all they needed. Blocking shots and doing what he needs to. And they had control of the game. And Doc Rivers decided, once again, he have no choice to bring Dame back in the game. That's all she wrote, man. And you know who's going to get the blame? They're going to blame Doc. As they should. He is the coach, so they're going to blame him. Oh, here we go again. They're 2-8. Doc is a bad coach. They shouldn't have hired him. So the man is in a no-win situation. You're coaching a dude who's going to be exploited every single game, especially when the team have a lot of bigger guards and size. They're going to exploit him. That's the main recipe. If you have size, you could exploit Dame. Get switches on him. Or if your point guard is bigger, much bigger generally, 6'5", 6'6", it's easy work because he can't stop him. He's too small. So Doc is in a no-win situation, unfortunately. And this is ridiculous, man. You can't be 2-8. They had a 20-point lead almost. And by the end of the quarter, the second quarter, they were up by like 2 points. The Celtics went on an insane run because they exploited Dame, basically. They had control. They were up by almost 20. They got to figure this out, man. But I really think I have seen enough. They're going to have to get rid of Dame. Either that or get another piece because he's too small. They're going to exploit him over and over. The entire game, they just exploited him. That's why they won. No other reason. If you've seen the game, you know what I'm talking about. But we know who's going to get the bulk of the blame. Doc. They're going to blame it all on Doc. But this is what you signed up for. And this is just sad, man. This is sad. Giannis played a great game. You can't fault him. What more can he do? Giannis did everything in his power to win the game. And Dame did everything in his power for them to lose the game. He shot bad from the field, shot bad from the three, and they exploited him. Everything Giannis did to win, Dame negates that with his bad play and just being exploited. And I'm sure Doc and the coaching staff, they've seen this. But it's like, we got to make sure Dame is happy. We got to appease him. So we are going to play him anyway, even though we know that's not the best decision. And that's crazy. But like I said, what choice do we have? If you don't play Damian Lillard, he's going to feel away. Then you're going to have problems. Resentment. He's going to feel disrespected, So Doc is in a no-win situation. The man can't win. He's in a no-win situation. But as always, I holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.